So let's talk about this story real quick. I just read this and I almost rolled my eyes into the back of my head. This is lawofficer.com. They usually do a pretty good job of putting out relevant news. Out of the TO, the Thousand Oaks, there was to be a charity event called the Blue Bowl, charity flag football event, and the proceeds were going to go to the family of Sergeant Helus. And of course, he was the one that was killed in the borderline club shooting about just shy of a year ago. But the chief of police for the Thousand Oaks PD decided that he didn't want his agency to be involved because there were going to be people from the opposite political party from him, I guess, there. It was a bipartisan event, which how bipartisan, how that word comes to land in the midst of a charity event, I don't even understand. But it was a bipartisan event. There were going to be both Democrats and Republicans there. Apparently, Scott Baio went to church with the sergeant, and he was going to speak. Joy Villa was going to sing. There were Democrats there. Gavin Newsom was supposed to come, but for some reason, the chief determined that politics somehow has a place in police work. And I got to be honest, and if what he's alleged to have said here, and I have no reason to doubt, he basically said over and over in the conversation, this is not Trump country. That slogan, Make America Great Again, is not favorable, popular within 1,200 square miles, that we don't want Republicans here. I could not believe it. Mike Randall, Vice President of the Fallen Officers Foundation, said, the only thing, and I quote, the only thing you could have done to make this worse, Mike, was to invite Dick Cheney and Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Look, man, here's the deal. And as a chief of police, this is something that you know. Their chief, Hagel, Timmy. When somebody calls 911, the call taker doesn't ask for your political affiliation. When a cop gets on scene at a call, they don't ask the victim or the suspect for their political affiliation. There's no box to check on an incident report for political affiliation. There's no box to check on an intake or a booking form for political affiliation. You don't have handcuffs for Democrats, Republicans, Libertarians, Independents. There's no separate set of laws for different political affiliations. That could be argued, but so why in the hell can't you just swallow the jagged little pill that you think you might have to swallow and let this family get the money from the charity? Let the event happen. Participate, because you're a grown-ass man. And you're a cop on top of that. And let me tell you something. If you're injecting your political ideology into your work as a law enforcement officer, then you need to step back and reevaluate what it is that you think you're doing. Because now your citizens know, God, you know, if I'm a Republican and I call 911, am I going to get treated properly because this guy doesn't believe the same way that I do? Am I going to get a fair shake from this guy's police department because I vote differently than he does? And that's no way to run an agency. That's no way to be a cop. And I'll tell you this, and I don't mean to pat myself on the back here, but whenever election time rolls around, I don't put out yard signs. I don't endorse. Hell, I've got a radio show. Like a real live, honest-to-God terrestrial radio show. I don't endorse politicians. I bring them in and interview them, but I don't endorse them. I don't carry water for any politician. Even when I was in uniform patrol, I didn't put shit out in my front yard that endorsed any candidate. Why? Because it doesn't matter. I don't want my neighbors looking and thinking, God, Chuck's supporting X candidate, so, maybe he's not going to be as willing to help me if I need help because I have a different political ideology than him. No way. It doesn't matter to me what your political affiliation is. If you need help, I'm going to help you. Plain and simple. So this guy, the Thousand Oaks police chief, Tim Hagel, man, I don't know. I want to create like a douche of the week category, but right now we've got two contenders, and it wouldn't be fair to do him and not the other that I've got. Anyway, go check out lawofficer.com. There's a little video here you can watch, newscast for the event. This is fucking ridiculous. And I'm sorry I was scrolling up and down, but I wanted you guys to see this dude's face. Anyway, give me your thoughts. Put them in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This is a sad state of affairs when we've got cops playing politics, man. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Not at all. I'm sad. You guys be safe. Don't sacrifice yourself on the altar of public opinion. We'll see you.